How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korban Gaming. Welcome back to the next episode of the Nostalgia Quest series, and for today's episode we are going to be looking at the next part of the Burning Solstice saga. So we haven't really did much with the saga yet. It is a pretty short saga though, so let's go ahead and check out the next part. Okay, so I believe we have not yet finished Umazen Uprising. I think but we did do war approaches, okay, mistakenly. Alright, but let us finish out the last part of the Umazen Civil War, and that is the warring part. Okay, so we finished off the last Umazen city, so let's do Umazen Civil War right now. I am pleased you have come, Outlanders. Your sudden departure was disconcerting, but words of your great deeds have more than justified it. Are you ready to present her? Yes, we have a lot to discuss and it's urgent. Take us to your queen. Please, there's no time for formalities. I see you bring grave news then. Be on your best behavior regardless. Come on. Hail Prime, forgive me for barging in. The report you requested is ready, and the Outlanders are certain it's urgent. Rest easy, my son. I gathered from your haste that the message is not a minister's trivial interruption. Elias is the prince. I'm the captain of the Excelsior Guard, no more or... Your people will dub him a prince, and he is honored as one despite his protests, for I have no heirs to bequeath the crown yet. But as you are not summoned to discuss the banalities of royalty, let's get the introductions out of the way and then cut to the matter at hand. I know the two of you and Robina, our emancipators, have brought in many stories of your exploits, of the Hood's care for the land and the Chosen's many deeds. I am Kendra, Prime of the Umazen. My people honor me with the title of wise, but I require that you speak freely and frankly. So mince no words, skip any further formalities and tell me what you are here to report. Thank you, I'll get right to it. The reports of an uprising are exaggerated, but there's still imminent danger. There's definitely people who are unhappy the way your society works, and those who want to take action to change it. Tensions are very high, and it feels like any friction could cause a conflict if it's not prevented soon. I was right, my prime. Rebels have been arming themselves to overthrow you. If they are not captured soon, there will be blood on the streets, and it will have to be theirs before they can hurt a single civilian. Temper your blood, Elias, and let the Outlanders finish. Mother, this isn't a council meeting, it's... Elias, let them finish. Yes, Prime. I don't know if anybody's coming after you specifically. Everywhere I've been, most people respect you, but anywhere the guards and soldiers are looking, there's people getting more and more heated and recruiting for their causes. Some are saying to fight for the man's right to fight and the woman's right to choose a career. Others are calling for action and saying the men are about to try to take the city. Everyone is preparing for the others to make their move. They are convinced there's a fight coming and making each other even more paranoid. People are secretly arming themselves for a war they are convinced other people are bringing to them, and that's just making a war all the more likely. I see, so we report this as a self-fulfilling prophecy in the making. Then no matter what we do, instigators will still be able to misrepresent our actions and claim they predicted them. We shall begin by addressing the citizens who have illegally armed themselves, before anyone has a chance to harness this inexpert force for ill. Their grievances are unknown to me. Some I cannot compromise on. We have lost much to the constant wars of the continent, and order is essential to continuing to recover. But there must be some common ground. If we reach them before anyone takes the first shot... Oof. Sun and thunder, what in the blazes was that? Oh man, arrows just flying through the throne room? That is not a good sign, guys. The first shot. We don't have the luxury of caution anymore. Secure the streets, detain all rebels. I want their leaders brought to me. Guards, to me. We are hunting down whoever fired. Excelsior Guard, form up. This is terrible, Robina. Let's go. We might still be able to stop this. They are as ready as they'll ever be. The guy has taught them well, and they take to your sister's commands like trained soldiers. Heracles, love, hadn't I said that you coddled them too much? Our strength makes us natural warriors, but this proves that your coordination can make you great soldiers. We can do this. Hearts and minds, Sophia. You're only good at the second though. I got you for the first. There you are. Intruders, keep the weapons down. We are just here to talk. Wait, these are the outsiders I told you might come to us. I'm happy to see you, Korban. Robina, have you seen enough to decide to join us? I'm not here to join anyone. I'm here to get you to call off whoever just attacked the throne room while we were in it. What? We gave no such order. It's hard to believe that when we were shot through the windows when trying to talk to the Prime about preventing a battle. I don't know what you've been told about us, but clearly it was a mistake to let you see everything for yourself. I'll never order a hit on the Prime. Then what is this army for? Proof that we have lost our way, that we are greater than we work together. This army is the rebirth of our values. The Prime is a virtuous leader, but still only one Umazen. She is noble to take on the burdens of all her citizens on her shoulders. But will whoever follows her still be too noble to abuse that? It certainly won't be anyone she raised, if time and the law follow their course. As much as I appreciate hearing both sides, there's the more urgent matter that we were shot at. You look like the bigger suspects and they'll come for you soon. Of course, we need to fall back and then see if one of us deserted to identify the culprit before they found us. Too late. Incoming. Hoplites, shield wall, change of plans, we march now. Cover retreat, left flank, southeast to the gate. We got here so fast, how can they have? Robina, you know Green Guard better than anyone alive. Take a steed from the rebels and get help. I'm not leaving you behind just like that. I'm not comfortable intervening, but it's too late to stay out. I wouldn't get back up in time, but I know Green Guard like nobody else. A messenger might not make it through, but no amount of bandits can delay you. It'll be a full-blown war by the time you're back, but I promise I'll be fine. If you die, I'm taking all your gold and giving it to the Zards. Stay safe too, now go. Okay, so it looks like a case of a misunderstanding. Who could be behind this? I suspect something to do with war. Maybe he brainwashed one of the soldiers to firing the arrows, or maybe he did it himself. Let's see. Okay, so you can see here the top win rewards for this war. Ooh, armor, the Umazen Prime, Elite Umazen Hoplite armor. Yeah, this side's rewards looks way better. Why the heck is Twilly blocking this sword? Yeah, this side's rewards looks way better, which explains why this side won. Okay, so let's see the cutscene at 40%. Thundercalf has fallen, but this district is locked down. They won't reach the avenue through here soon. Then we've regained the order lost to their distraction. Shall I take the guardsmen that remain loyal and resume the search? There's a wild gobbler chase now. Let the warriors handle the counter-offensive. I want you to give these rebels a taste of their own medicine and lock down any narrow paths they might try to flank us with. They've proven men can hold a choke point. Fair enough, we can use their knowledge against them. Secure any civilians you find along the way. Get anyone you can to their homes. Send anyone who can't reach it to the palace. And don't leave anyone behind to pick a fight with any rebels doing the same. Now go. Yes, Prime. Just once I wish you'd call me mother without having to push his buttons. Soldier, give me a report on the gates. Yes, Prime, the northeast gate is still under enemy control. We've cut off access to the other battlements, but they can rain spears and spells on us from the entire north side of the walls to keep us from cutting off reinforcements. Interesting. So, I thought they were more of a warrior race. I did not know that they can use spells too. Haven't really seen them use a spell though. Only spears. Any signs of their archers? None inside, my Prime. I see. Interesting. Continue and tell me about Korriban. We have kept them out of all the other gates. Korriban has been fighting on the front, breaking enemy squads and forcing flight or surrender. He's been primarily contributing to keeping the battle contained. Moral and discipline have benefited from this. Even veterans are uneasy fighting their friends and neighbors, but the mercy shown by Korriban has helped greatly. Okay, nice. 80%. I gotta take a sip of water first. Oh my gosh. There's just something about these quest lines that is just such a mouthful. Everyone has so many things to say. I get that the staff is trying to squeeze all of the lore, you know, as much lore as possible into like one quest line so everybody knows what in the world is going on, and I can appreciate that, but make it a little bit more condensed. I think this came out quite a while ago, and I think the staff has gotten a lot better at it. For the writing, if my guess is right, this is probably written by Cray, but I do think that he has improved a lot in trying to condense and simplify all of this dialogue here. So this was, I believe, like about a year ago, or like I don't know how long this was, but this was pretty recent as well. I think this was a year or slightly over a year ago. Yeah, everything was still, you know, you look at all the big words and like it's a whole wall of text, and reading it, oh my gosh, even my mouth is a little bit sore from reading all of that text. But anyways, let us continue. I do appreciate all of the thought that he has given to include all of the lore though, so we know exactly what is going on. If you actually bother to read through the text wall, that is. The battle is refocused on the avenue. We've cut off Thundercalf as a rallying point for their militia, leaving only the northwest gate as a line of reinforcements and retreat. We maintain the advantage in the wide pathway, but they have cut off the flanks by posting smaller squads at streets and narrow alleys. As of the main front, their attrition is superior on my Prime. Breaking their lines without overwhelming lethal force will be hard. Don't worry, our men have always excelled at endurance, and that only improves when they work so closely together. But now that they are so tightly contained, recall the archers from the main front, take them to the rooftops with caster support, and begin picking off their point defense squads from above. Once the flanks are clear, one final push should rout them for good. Rebels have taken to the roofs themselves, behind the main line. There seems to have been some infighting atop them. We'll clear them up before proceeding. Very strange, but yes, proceed regardless. Dismissed. Prime, you called for me? Kendra, please. I may command the Umazen, but you're an ally fighting shoulder to shoulder with me, and I just want your opinion as just that. Alright, Kendra then. What do you want my opinion on? While I must be decisive in dealing with such open betrayal, I have not yet decided what will become of those who lead it. You know more about them and can offer an outside perspective. What is your opinion? That's a strange question to be asking while still fighting them, but alright, if I may be completely frank, that's the only kind of answer I'm interested in. I'll say you should listen to them. Oh, do go on. Your people clearly respect you, love you even, and yet here we are. So despite whatever you've done to earn their hearts, something older than your reign has clearly been eating at them badly. The attack on the palace was unacceptable, but if it was rogue rebels instead of the leaders, you might be able to learn how to unite your people again from whatever Heracles and Sophia have to say. I see, I've always been committed to meeting the needs of my every subject. But perhaps it would do good to listen to their desires without the trappings of government in the way. As a ruler, I must crush this insurgency decisively, but insight is accurate. I should work on the reason that it gained traction to begin with. Okay, so now let's check out the rewards first. I'm going to go through it very shortly first. Okay, for the weapons, you have the Emancipator Falchion, okay. Power can sometimes amplify the light reflected by the blade into an intense blinding flash. So I guess its special will blind its foes. Hoplite Cyphos. This one uses this uses the elementally charged Iron of Thundercar for a reliably powerful energy charge. Okay. And then we have the Umazen Emancipator Armor. This doesn't look like Mastercraft price, so I'm not sure what this armor does. I already forget about it, but I don't think you actually need it. It's not anything that great. Okay, faces, they are for gold, so if you like the face, you can consider buying them. Now let's go ahead and let's just battle for the loyalist side. Okay, so we finished. Finally, we've taken the northeastern gate. This should cut off all reinforcements. Hopefully I can find Heracles and Sophia before the warriors do. I could convince them to surrender before anyone does something desperate. Okay, Umazen Hoplite Elite. Oh, he attacks with Earth, okay. Let's just try and finish this quickly. Somebody also suggested bringing Polala in my previous episode, and I feel that I don't really need Polala for this because I can 1 to 2 shot minor mobs, and for the boss monsters, we'll stick with the defensive tome mage. So I don't think Polala is such a good option. I'd rather, you know, keep some other random pet, like a damage pet around. And somebody also did say that I should probably bring up the guesses. Okay, to make full use of my charisma, I'll probably fill up the slots with more guesses. Okay, I do agree, and I do have like 3 boosting spells for dexterity, for intelligence, for charisma. Maybe I can take away one of them. I'm thinking of taking away the intelligence one. What do you guys think? The dexterity one is obviously for the fully defensive build, but we have Imanok Edok here as well. I guess that's a must. So we've only compressed 4 out of the 8 elements inside of our guesses, which is not that great. If you ask me, ideally you should have all 8 elements and have the guesses out at all times to finish off the battle, which I do agree, but you know, I guess we will have to continue to see what are the options that we have. So far this build is working pretty well for me, so I guess I'm going to stick to it. Alright, for now. Let's do Purple Rain. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. This is quite early in the morning, so I just woke up. And maybe my brain is not functioning that well yet. Damage. Let's just purple rain all this back. I think this should be good enough, right? We don't need to use Prime Chaos Orb. The thing with Prime Chaos Orb is that I can get away with so many things, which is just fantastic if you ask me. Okay, nice. Zod, okay, this guy, energy. Actually, let's check out Quester's Heavy Gunner. What does it do exactly? It's Evolve Protector Shield, right? Yep. Okay, so we want to hit him with water. We don't have a water gas. Earth is not that great. Darkness, fire, nope. Okay, so we'll go with our darkness gas, which is Grimlord. Pets, let's see here. Water, right? So we'll do Cephalopod. Water, let's see what. Laser bolt rifle. Oh, this is energy and force field. No cost but requires a... Oh, this gives you a mana shield. Interesting. Okay, unfortunately, this will not be such a good armor for this fight. It's only level 120. I don't think it will do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna go with the Hydromancer Blood Mage. Let's see here. How much HP does one guy have? 3.9k. I think we need a little bit of a boost in order to ensure that we kill them, okay? Good. Damage. Let's do bit of Essence Orb. Let's do Arcane Amp. Should I do Shadow Feeder? Yeah, let's try one. Okay, I didn't do Purple Rain this round, but I think it's fine. We should get a full heal after this. Okay. One more time. Nice. Don't even need the pen, I guess. Alright. So full heal. Level 135. Not max level, so I think it's fine if we stick in this armor. It feels a little bit laggy here. I'm not sure why that is the case. I don't have the... Oh wait, no, actually I have 5 out of the 8 elements covered. My bad. I have one more compressed inside the Champion Holy Arcanist armor. I always forget about that. Ten tokens, okay. Elite Umazen Warrior. This one, I don't think we need any boosts. Okay, nice. Yeah, I suppose this is the end. Okay, is that a boss fight? I could have sworn I saw them going through here. I don't like this. The trail leads away from the main retreat path. This is the end of the road for you. Sophia? I'm not the one that was just defeated. Please, you have to surrender. I tried to stop this. You know what I did. Yes, you did. So from warrior to warrior, I beg you not to take this personally. But if I take you down, the army will lose morale. The hero that delivered them to victory, beaten just like that. They'll give up the chase and I'll be able to get Heracles somewhere he won't be punished for a war he didn't start. Let's say I believe you, that you didn't order the attack on the throne and it wasn't one of your people. You can help us find the ones who did. You don't have to do this, not for your cause. But for Heracles, I'm afraid I do. Man, this woman is blinded by love. Alright. Sophia. Okay, so it looks like she will do a light attack. So let's switch to a light armor first. I hope I'm right. Let's see. Yep. Ooh. One of the leaders of the Umazen Rebellion, Sophia is a renowned young explorer named after the Prime's title of Y. She has stayed behind to take you on so that the other rebel leaders can escape. Sophia, we can do a bunch of stuff. Now let's try out the Tome Mage, the defensive mage, right, like I promised. Okay, so as with everything, we'll start with Purple Rain first. For guesses, let's see here, what guesses do I want to use? We'll take out Pig Drake first, that's for sure. I want to do Una Poca. And, oh yeah, I wanted to do the guess from here, right, to boost the block rate. Apprentice. Oh, was the lag caused by Grimlord? I did not know Grimlord caused lag. Nope. Okay, now he's blocking my... Now it's giving me blocking. Okay, what else did I forget? Moonwalker? Let's do more Essence Orb first. Shall we do Imanok? Yep, let's do that. Let's do... What else can we do? Let's see how much we can stack. Bag of mixed nuts. Walnuts, right? Nice. And we can go inside of the Fujin armor. Okay, let's do Essence Orb first. Gain a bit more MP. Weapons. Big Dictionary is the one. Okay, we can do Wall of Wind. Nice. And then we can get a bit more from this first. Attack, we can do Panoply. Oh, this is... Oopsies, I forgot. Yeah, but now we are invincible, guys. We are freaking invincible. Okay, let's Purple Rain all that back. I actually forgot that the Wall of Wind causes a turn. Okay, so now we have over 100 MRM. There is no freaking way the enemy is hitting through this. Okay, no freaking way at all. Right, so now we can hit him with Wind. Okay, I think Wind is actually pretty good. And you can really see the effectiveness of this build. Okay, I don't think the enemy will hit through at all. Just look at the amount of defenses we have. Okay, so I'm going to use Tehuanta Scepter or whatever this is called. Okay, the only downside to this is obviously the damage, okay? But you can see, I don't have to be afraid of whatever element that they are using, whatever big nuke that is coming for me, because there's no way I'm getting hit. Look at this. 81? Over 160 MRM. MRM stack, guys. MRM stack. This is crazy. Look at that. Nothing is getting through. Absolutely nothing is getting through. This is amazing. Okay, so it looks like a little bit... Some of the defenses have toned down, but we'll drink an MP pot here. This is more efficient than healing mana, so we'll do that. And drawing mana, sorry. Okay, so the Wall of Wind is still there. Is this still here? I think Panoply is still here, so... It's okay, I think we still have enough MRM to block everything that we want to block. Oh, one hit got through. Okay, one hit got through right there. That's fine though, that's actually fine. Oopsies, I clicked on the wrong one. I should have healed my mana, I forgot. Okay, the bad thing about this is there's no back button. So if I misclick, I have to heal mana. I can't, you know, do something else. I think we still have the Wall of Wind, right? Yeah, we still have the Wall of Wind. Okay, it's still pretty high blocking. We can refresh it the next turn, but let us do... No, let's drink an MP pot. Okay, yeah, some of these... Okay, is this bugged? Is this bugged? Oh, okay. Yo, is my Wall of Wind bugged or something? Why is it still like... The statuses still show me that it's there. I don't understand why. Let's do Panoply again. Does both of it stack? I think it stacks in some way, right? Yeah, it probably stacks in some way. Look at that. At peak, I get like over 160 MRM or something crazy like that. And there is just no way that they are hitting through that MRM shield. It's amazing. I think I can get a little bit higher with the ghost costume, but I don't have the ghost costume. So you're gonna have to wait till Mogulween to get that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the this armor. Look at that. Block every single one of the SP attack. This is amazing for new bosses whereby you don't know what freaking element that they are going to hit with, and that just annoys me so much because you never know that if they are going to hit with some random element nuke and then you just die to it. So this is actually really good for some of the tougher boss fights inside of the game, especially if it's your first time facing them and you don't know what element that they are using. So this is where the build really shines. Of course, in regular questing, it's not going to be that great, especially if you already know what the boss is going to hit you with, or if you can just kill the boss in one turn, then there's no point in this build. It's just too slow. But for boss fights, this is a really good build. You win again, Chosen. I can't go on any longer. Hopefully I've still bought the time I wanted for Heracles. No, it appears you failed at even that. No, why are you here? Why are you here? Why aren't you running? Ileana told me what you plan to do. I couldn't leave you. Just run, please. You weren't supposed to know. On my heart and my honor, I can't. I could never leave you behind like this. Whatever we face, we do it together. You always were the softer of us, so be it. Do as you must, you two. At least you still have the honor to face your punishment together. What will it be, Heracles? Will you fight? No, stop. This is over. All I ever wanted was for you to talk before a situation ever made it this far. Indeed. The upstarts will face consequences, Elias, especially all who fought dishonorably. But as of these two, I have not yet decided on their fate. A valued ally showed me the value in hearing what they have to say for themselves before I make my choice. Thank you. I didn't want it to get this far either. I was preparing an army, yes, but not with any aspiration for the crown. I idolize you. You shoulder the burdens of all our ills and needs, but have no heirs to pass the crown to, and I can't imagine any successor you don't raise could wear the crown like you do. They'll see all the power, not the duty and responsibility like you do. And even in dire times when we need all hands doing their part, you maintain the traditions that keep us separate. The council will never dare suggest a change that radical. And so you formed an army to what? Intimidate the crown into accepting that change? It's precisely because of how difficult our situation is that we keep to the stability of our ways instead of changing across all of our society at once. No army could get me to gamble my subjects' livelihood on such a sudden reorganization. No, Prime. The army was meant to impress you. My only intention was to march on the palace and show you that men and women can work together and reclaim our old ways. That personal talents can matter just as much as natural power. Ha ha ha, well, your little rebellion certainly gave us enough trouble. You didn't completely fail in that regard. Your attack was poor, but your defensive formations are remarkable. If nothing else, you have my ear for that. What a twisted fate it is that takes us this far to finally have your attention. Is that some kind of a joke? Twisted fate? Your castles and archers fired on the throne room. There was no way it could end but this. I don't know how many times I must say this, old friend, but we had nothing to do with that. I don't know if you've noticed, but we fielded no archers. You lost the right to call me that when you attacked my mother. No, he's not lying there. There were no archers in the rebel forces. If there had been, no trainees could have already learned to quickly and accurately fire a room through tall windows. So, you see, it's all a big misunderstanding, and if you guys notice, this little rebellion thing and misunderstanding and all that is sort of almost like a reflection of events that are happening in real life right now. I don't know if that is on purpose or, you know, it's just part of their game lore and game story, but I like that it's also sort of reflecting some of the real world issues that we see in governments and, you know, uprisings and all that kind of stuff that we see nowadays. Of course, it's not a good thing that we are seeing it in real life instead of just in a game, but I like that the game is also like using it as a platform to talk about real world problems as well. I don't know if this is intended or not intended, but it's a nice touch in my opinion. And Yoga was the only one to sell weapons to the caravan. I sure didn't sell them any bows or arrows. And though your archers did fire on the rebels once in sight, the arrows used in the first ambush against them weren't Umazen war arrows. They weren't auric hits enchanted nor made of local wood. Which takes us to why an army was too noisy to find. But our friendly hood Robina is an expert at tracking down, especially with Emancipator help. Robina, that's what you're doing all along? Wasn't about to let you get dragged into a war without backing you up. I owe you big. Well, what's this then? My prime, it seems the bandits were not content to wait for conflict to erupt. The tensions of our people are very real, but it seems that it was these renegades who fired the first shots at both of us. Then we doubtless have another threat to prepare for. The vultures are bound to approach in hopes of exploiting this war, perhaps take on the winning side. We shall solve this matter with haste, and I will now pass judgment. Come what may, Heracles. We face it together. Heracles of the Excelsior Guard, I don't have to tell you that you will not return to the duties you abandoned. You will have further punishment for your misguided ways decided at a later date, but for now you are hereby sentenced to service under the Council of Exemplars. You relinquish to them your knowledge and experience in assembling a defense force of men to incorporate into our army. All deserters who help you train or command your troops are hereby discharged from our forces. They will similarly serve to train this defensive corps, but under my direct service, where the expertise of our entire people can do a more efficient job. My prime, of course. Sophia, you'll instead spend the rest of your life of service as a council guard. There you'll be in a position to protect your husband and this new project of mine from any resentful citizens. With my life. Elena, you have served me well. Even in desertion, you honor the armor I gifted you, but you will no longer do so as an exemplar for the emancipators. Their name cannot be tarnished by desertion. You'll fight as you always have, as I am to be the son of our people. I will allow your heroism to go untarnished, but be their moon, and inspire them by fighting on against these renegades unofficially. I'll reflect the light of your will as ever. Every member of the rebel army is hereby drafted into clean up and reconstruction duty. All who have fought dishonorably, struck civilians or turned their blades on the fallen will face punishment or exile. We will be ready for the mongrels that dared turn my own people against me. As for you, Korban, you have my utmost gratitude. I hope to be able to count on you again, and you will certainly be rewarded. I'm glad that you turned out to be this reasonable. It still hurts that you left Heracles, but this is no easy thing to forgive. But I'm glad it wasn't you who started this. And Junior is learning. I'll say this day ended far better than I expected. Okay, nice. So, what has the Queen decided to reward us with? Oh, it's the rewards from just now. Okay, so no gold, just a few measly weapons and armor. Really? I even have to pay for it using my own money? Well, okay, I guess she's not as generous of a queen as I expected her to be. But anyways guys, this is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Korban Gaming. Peace out.